let's say I want to set up office hours for my students to come in 15-minute slots that they can book ahead of time. And I want them to be available from 9 to 4 whenever I'm available, that I'm not in class or at lunch or any other department meetings. So I'm just going to start the first slot at the beginning of the semester from 9 to 12. And I'm going to call it office hours. And I'm going to use appointment schedule. This is similar to appointment slots in the past, but there's more features. So click on that, and I know it's going to happen more. I'll deal with that in a minute. That there's more times than just the 9 to 12 on Mondays, but I don't set that here. I go, and by the way, you can click on see how it works, and they'll walk through a lot of these things I'm showing in this video. But set up the schedule, and instead of 1 hour, I'm going to have 15 minutes. And then I can see now it's um, Monday, and I'm just going to go till 4 p.m. And it will automatically work around my lunch hour. I'll show you that in a minute. And then the same thing I'm going to have for every other day, but I'm going to make it 4 instead of the default 5. I think I can just hit, or I can hit copy. Oh, wait. I think I can copy that. See, I'm just going to make them all 5, and then I'm just going to hit copy on the 4 o'clock one, and that will copy it to all of them. And oh, I don't want it for Saturday. Yeah, Monday to Friday. And then I can set a days in advance that they need to book. From me, that I don't need that. They can book now, um, and then um, I can set dates that I don't want it, the date availability. So I'm going to start it here on the 4th, but I'm going to end it at the end of December. I'm going to say the 22nd. And then I'm going to say that I don't need buffer time between my appointments. They can go right every 15 minutes. And the calendar that I want them to check to work around by default is my calendar. I can change that if I wanted to, but whatever you're using as your default calendar is probably the one that you want it to be. And I can even change the color and go next. Now I can have a description. I could write something here if necessary. I don't. In the booking form, automatically they ask for the first and last name and email address. But I want them to also ask, what class are you from? So I'm going to make a custom one and say, which course is this? And I'm going to make it a required field. And then I also I'm going to go with the default calendar invitation reminder, and then save that. And I'm just going to exit this, and here's what it looks like. And if I ever want to see it again, if I just click on that little blue column, I'll be able to open the bookings page. And this is what a student would see. And so if I go forward in time to the beginning of the semester, this is what they see. Now notice that on Mondays I have a class, or I have, here I'm going to go back to September. On Mondays I have a lunch hour, 12 to 1, and the 12 to 1 slot is not available to my students. It ends at 11:45 and picks up again at 1 p.m. And then my class on Tuesday is from 10:30 till noon. And if I go on the Tuesday ones, it's automatically broken off. And same with my department meeting. So it's available in all those times. And all a student would do is they would click one of these times, their name and email address would be automatically filled out, and all they'd have to type in is the course that they are asking about, which course of my courses that they're in, and book that office. And then I can also click on this blue pillar and then click on share, and I can get a link or a web embed. I'm just going to use a link, and going to say copy the link and then done. And that link is what I can put into my D2L site. I'm just going to make a new module. And create a link. And then now students can get into it. And that's how to create appointments, the ability to set appointments for your students for office hours.